Everybody supports women until a woman's doing better than you. Everybody wants you to love yourself until you actually do. It was something about her hair so perfectly fallen. She was nice and smart and funny and got everything she wanted. She just charity. Isn't that the most obnoxious thing you've heard? Her popularity. She's too pretty for her own good. She's probably self-centered. We hate her and she's nothing. If everybody leaves her, then she had it coming.
Is there anything you'd like to put on the record? You know, while everyone is listening.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the podcast. Today we're going to do the track Everybody Supports Women by an indie pop artist named Sophia Isel. This song became very well known and it sounds super catchy. The lyrics are actually really dark. My friend here is going to help me break it down.
Hey, yeah, I'm excited to get into this song. To kick things off, what is this song actually about?
Basically, the main meaning is calling out fake feminism and how people hypocritically switch up on women. Sophia is showing how society loves to say girl power and support women, but the exact second a woman actually gets successful, confident, or outshines everyone else, people immediately try to tear her down. It's basically about how modern social media culture will turn a girl's best traits into flaws just out of jealousy. It's honestly relatable with how drama works online. Let's look at the literary devices she uses because she uses a bunch of them to prove her point.
The title itself is a huge clue, right? How does she use literary devices to show that hypocrisy?
The song relies heavily on situational irony. Like the main line in the chorus says, everyone supports women until a woman's doing better than you. The irony is that the public says one thing but does the exact opposite in reality because they can't handle competition.
That's so true. And doesn't she talk about how people judge successful girls using a lot of exaggeration?
Yes, she uses a hyperbole, which is just a massive exaggeration and a ton of sarcasm. She sings and she does charity. Isn't that the most obnoxious thing you've heard? Obviously, doing charity work is a good thing, but calling it obnoxious, she is also exaggerating how haters will find any reason to talk trash about someone who is winning. It's also cool because the song changes perspective. It almost sounds like the haters are the ones doing the talking.
How does she pull off that shift in perspective?
She uses the juxtaposition to contrast two totally different ideas side by side. She contrasts the victim being super nice, like something about her hair is so perfectly fallen, she was nice and smart, with the sudden mean energy of the crowd saying, we hate her and she's nothing, she had it coming.
Wow, that she had it coming line is so mean. How does that say about the crowd views her?
It shows how people blame the victim. Sophia also uses an extended metaphor throughout the song, treating social media like a public arena or a stage. She says a girl's confidence is only okay if she puts herself down. If she doesn't, the crowd will literally drag her across her own public stage.
Wow, that imagery of a public stage is brutal, but it perfectly sums up how toxic the internet can get. How do you think is the biggest takeaway from the whole track?
Honestly, it's a massive wake-up call about modern accountability culture. Sophia is forcing us to look in the mirror and question what we actually support women or if we support them when they're losing. It leaves you feeling a bit unsettled, which is exactly what it's supposed to do.
Absolutely. Well, that is all the time we have for this song. Where can everyone find this song?
You can stream Everyone Supports Women on all major platforms. Definitely go check out the music video too, because the visuals match that dark, eerie energy perfectly.
Awesome. Thanks for breaking that down for us.
Thanks for joining me and thank you for all for listening. On to the next song.
I'm the next step, waiting. 'Cause
On to our next song. We have a rock song from a British rock band who sings out their feelings, Radiohead. The song is called All I Need, written and sang by Tom York.
Wow, that's a good one. Do you have any idea what this song is about?
My song is about feeling of neglect and an obsession to feel affection once again.
That's dark. It must be a deep song. Can we get a deeper insight on it, perhaps?
Of course, let's go over the key details first. The singer describes the feeling of dread and sadness of being neglected and uses many metaphors, symbolism, and imagery to express those emotions. This song also highlights the main negative feelings that can happen within relationships, mainly with not feeling loved enough, feeling ignored, and ultimately what it is like to have bad mental health and being in a relationship that seems suffocating as well.
That's so interesting. I still stick with my prior opinion. It seems quite dark. Depressing, really. But it's good to be able to express these feelings into song and poems. Can we talk about how we can be able to read these emotions from the song with any devices?
Yes, there are definitely some devices in this song, such as symbolism and metaphors. On line 3 and 4, there's a line saying, "I am an animal trapped in your hot car." This is a metaphor because he feels like an animal being neglected and trapped in a suffocating car also can mean a suffocating relationship. The next entire stanza has a lot of meaning. I am a moth who just wants to share your light. I'm just an insect trying to get out of the night. I only stick with you because there are no others. This stanza is symbolism. He is seen as a moth looking for a light, which is most common in real life as moths always search for a source of light. But the writer explains how he will only stick with that person no matter how bad the relationship is because he has nobody else in life.
That's an interesting way to see the song, for sure. Any other devices?
Yes, the other devices within the song are repetition, with a repeated line of "You're all I need." This is most likely repeated because that's the main meaning of the song.
How wholesome. Anything else that can be seen?
I'm sure about it. Imagery is used a lot in this song, such as the previous animal in the hot car lines, the moth depiction, and a newer one is "I'm in the middle of your picture." This line can imagine the singer being in the middle of an image. This can translate to a meaning of the center of the lover's life.
Wow, this song contains so many emotions, mostly sadness. Well, thank you for sharing your perspective. How about we go to our final song? This song is called Summertime by Kagumi Len.
What is it about?
The song is about enjoying your time during the summertime, going out with your friends, playing in the water, and relaxing, making the most of the summer until the end.
What's the symbolism?
It symbolizes life, freedom, romance, and nostalgia, bringing you back to the good times of hanging out and enjoying life.
What does it mean to you?
I like this song because it makes me feel happy to think about school being over and being able to do what I want. I love being able to hang out with my friends and living life to the fullest with no stress.
Why did you choose this song?
I chose it because it makes me happy to think that everything will be less stressful and I can do what I'd like for as long as I'd like.
What does this song mean to you?
This song is important to me because it allows me to look on the bright side of life.